Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Tanks. Got another ace replay for you today, and it's going to be in the T28 Prototype. Now, I actually did sell this tank not long. I was close to getting 1 mark of excellence on it, but it just wasn't. It's kind of similar to the IS-22 playstyle a little bit. You really can't be as aggressive in it, though, is really the only difference, but it is definitely a support tank. This thing really doesn't have armor, even though this replay shows otherwise. It really doesn't have armor. It is angled a little bit, and you can bounce shots, especially from the upper plate. If you angle the upper plate, like if you turn a little bit, it will bounce some shots. You have armor against Tier 6. Tier 7, if they can pen you in your cheeks if you load if they use standard, and sometimes they do need premo depending on what tank it is that's firing at you. I do like the gun depression though in this tank. That's probably and the alpha was probably my favorite part, and the damage per minute was also insane. Downfalls I don't like about this tank is the fact that it has like it has just as many, if not lower, hit points than the ISU has, and that for me is a little just that's kind of a big no-no for me, especially if I'm in close quarters. I do play the ISU aggressively. I did ace it, but it just wasn't worth showing because it was kind of like, really, how is that an ace kind of thing. And so yeah, I pretty much sold this. I generally don't like to sell tanks that I have aced, but again, I just didn't feel like this was worth keeping, and I really wanted to get the T30, and I did, and I got the dirt gun, and it's so much fun. I like it better than the 95, other than the fact that it has no hull armor, so you do have to be careful about going hull down. But other than that, I love the T30. I'll probably grind for the E4 as well for when I have to start Clan Wars. Because our clan is doing pretty well, which I'm very happy about. Anyway, back to this replay. So yeah, that guy, I can't believe how fast he rushed me, and thankfully my tank destroyers were able to take him out before he could kill me. He did get, again, look, this thing does not have many hit points at all, so do expect to lose hit points. Yeah, I'm not sure what, look at this. Another guy is just gonna be. Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to accomplish there, but yeah, you can get some troll bounces. However, 90mm guns can overmatch your side, so you do have to be careful. You have to be really careful. But you know, I'm angling it just right to where they're not able to pen it. And goodbye, Alpine Tiger. Don't rush someone that has way better DPM than you. Again, that's the one thing I did like, was the alpha and the DPM, and this poor T28, this regular T28, man. I honestly would probably prefer the regular T28 over this tank, to be honest, just because it actually has armor. This tank doesn't have armor. If you angle it correctly, yes, it does, like I'm showing here in this replay. But it is actually, believe it or not, the strongest part on this tank are actually the cupolas. They are the thickest part of this tank, which is actually kind of funny because a lot of stupid tier 7s and 6s that can only see, you know, your turret, you know, they think they're not going to be able to pen your cheeks, so they aim for the cupolas, and they actually have a worse chance of being able to go through it, which is actually kind of hilarious, to be honest. And yeah, a lot of people think that this tank has armor. No, it does not, but it does have sloped armor, which can help it, but definitely don't ever depend on it, like, ever. I think this tank has the exact same gun as its normal version, as the standard T28, the non-turreted one. Like I said, the only thing I have a complaint about the gun is the fact that its accuracy is not great. So you have to play mid-range. You can play close range like I was, but again, you have to be extremely careful. One thing I found as well is that when they're aiming at your cheeks, like if you're side scraping on the right side, and there's an opening on the right side when you're side scraping, if you turn your turret a little bit to the left where you're just exposing your gun mantlet, you can and will bounce shots because your gun mantlet is one of the strongest parts of your tank besides the cupolas. So you can get bounces there. Also, with the gun being as inaccurate as it is, you can't play like a normal TD unless if you have to. Like if you're playing against tier 10s, just spam promo and you will. The pen on this is actually pretty decent as well, but especially if you're trying to grind and you're trying to get as much damage as possible, definitely go for the definitely load promo. Yeah, I don't know what exactly the accuracy is on this. I think it's like 0.3. I don't know how that works, but nevertheless, decent game. Let me know what you guys think of this tank. It's not very popular in Blitz, I know, and it's not a bad tank as long as you play it correctly, but that goes with any tank. But nevertheless, I'm not going to complain. It's another ace, but again, like I said, it's definitely not a tank I would recommend. However, it does make better credits than a standard tank, but it doesn't make more than a premium, because the shell costs of this tank are lower. So keep that in mind. So if you want a good tech tree credit maker, this tank is good for that as well. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching. I will be out here with another video here shortly once I finish editing and stuff. Hope you all are doing well, and I will catch you all later.